Good morning, beloved. I am Diana de la Rosa, and I am a child of God, a wife, a mother, a young professional, a friend, a sister, and many more things to many people. Today, I'm celebrating my birthday. I turned 33, and it is a special day because it's a day where I can really meditate and think about what I have lived through in these 33 years of my life. And today I took the time to spend it with God. Since the morning, I've been worshiping and praising God out in a beautiful place called Grassy Waters Preserve. And I've been in prayer here and reading of the scriptures here and really just having a date with Jesus. Just us together, nobody else around. In my studies, I was reading about Mary and Martha. And I want to briefly describe this story, which is found in Luke 10, verse 38 and onwards. Jesus essentially is entering a new village, and when he enters this village, he finds himself meeting up with a woman named Martha. And Martha invites him over to her house. And he goes to her house, and there he meets up with Mary, which is Martha's sister. Now, Mary takes the time and sits down at Jesus' feet and is listening to Jesus' teachings. She is taking a full advantage of this moment with God, eliminating every single kind of distraction that may get in the way. However, Martha is serving and busy serving. She's cleaning up the house, she's cooking, cleaning. I mean, you can imagine just trying to be a good hostess. The trouble, though, is that in being a good hostess, she forgets what's valuable. And so she starts looking over at Mary and she complains to God. She complains to Jesus. She's like, Lord, I'm busy doing all these things. Can you please tell Mary to come help me? And God looks at her, Jesus looks at her and says, Martha, Martha, you are anxious and busy with so many things. Yet Mary has chosen the better portion, and it will not be taken away from her. At that moment, we don't really see in the scriptures what Martha's reaction is. But I could imagine that it probably perplexed her, because it is so easy for women of all strides, whether we are young professionals, wives, mothers, sisters, you name it, to get so caught up with the busy day-to-day and serving others that we forget to take time to bask in the presence of God. We become so involved in what we're doing that we forget to rest at the feet of Jesus, to learn from his teachings, and to eliminate every single kind of distraction that gets in the way. In doing this, sometimes we tend to feel guilty even, like we should be doing something, like we should be productive, like we should be serving and moving. And yet, Jesus is giving us full authority to stop and say, you know what? When I am here, you can be at my feet. You can be basking in my presence. You can be learning from my teachings, because I am the better portion, and I won't be taken from you. And that is indeed the message that I want to share with everyone today on my birthday. Jesus is the best portion, and you do need time away from everyone, away from the chaos, away from the noise, to just bask in his presence, to just be. And there's nothing wrong with that. Jesus is calling us women, mothers, wives, friends, sisters, aunties, etc., to come to him and to put away all distractions. Although service is noble and being hospitable is a good thing, and being involved in our careers is fantastic, and taking care of our children and our spouses and everything is great. These are all good things and very valuable and important. However, God does not want us to lose sight of our relationship to him and our abilities to step away from all the hurry, from all the noise, and be with him. And it's interesting because when I was telling my friends and my family that I was going to take this day on my birthday to go out into a very remote place like this and just pray and be on my own, the first thing that they said to me was, "Are you going with your husband? Are you taking your children?" I have 2 kids, by the way, and I have a loving husband. And both my kids are little. I have a son who's 6 years old, going to be 6 years old on Monday. That's upcoming. And a daughter whom is 1. And so I would tell them, I'm like, no, I'm not taking anybody. I'm going on my own. And they were like, oh, well, that's peculiar. Why? And it dawned on me, it's like our culture, and throughout always, it has been customary for women to be the backbone in service and involved in all the different plannings and due diligence and cleaning and cooking and working and everything. And it is abnormal for so many people that we would take time away to be with God, to pray, to meditate on his word, to be on our own without all of these distractions. Jesus was progressive for his time. He was telling Martha, hey, Mary has chosen the best portion, and it won't be taken away from her. You're anxious with many things, with serving and with cooking and cleaning and this and that, and yet Mary has been wiser. She has chosen to take this time and stop and be with me. And that is precisely what I want to encourage everyone to do. I want to invite you, women, mothers, sisters, wives, young professionals of all strides, teenagers in school, whatever the age. If you love God and you're his child, take the time and go away for a while, for a couple of hours, to be with God alone, just like Jesus did. If Jesus in his ministry was never in a hurry and always went early in the morning to pray to his Father, and he's Jesus, perfect in all his ways, how much more don't we as wives and mothers and sisters and aunties and young professionals and the like need that time alone with God, need that time to bask in his presence, need that time to embrace the best portion? We need it. And we must take that time. We will be better for it. Our families will be able to get the best portion of us if we do so. We will have better perspective. We will be wiser. We will be able to exhibit the fruits of the Spirit, of love, of peace and kindness and goodness and joy and self-control, when we finally return to the chaos. But without these moments of refreshing, without these moments of being able to dig deep with God and meditate on our own, our cup will be running dry, and it'll just lead to more chaos and trouble and anxiety and all the different issues that we see today with so many women. So I encourage you, take time away. The Bible's instructing us to do so. Do it. We are not going to miss out on anything. Our families will survive and be fine. Everything will be well. God will take care of them in the few hours that we're away. I can assure you of that. Much love to all of you. I hope that this finds you well. Ciao for now, and looking forward to making more videos for the good portion, for the best portion. That is indeed the goal. God bless you all. Bye.